with Sports Life Talk. Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown all podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach of Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones holds the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athlete to the year of the week, we got what you need. We dropping what's hot in the streets, from copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. When gossip and tea, let Kimberly pull you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin. Let's go.
Hello. KT jinxed me. He was like, "You gonna lose your voice?" No, KD did. Hello, welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. It is Wednesday, November 16th. Y'all, we have about 6 more weeks into the end of the year. So if 2022 you haven't been doing what you're supposed to be doing, you only got 6 more weeks to get it together. If not, we just gonna hold on for 2023. All right. This is episode 164. But before we get into all of that, I must introduce the people who don't seem to be paying attention, like none of y'all right now. Focus. Hello, everyone.
Okay, you just remember that for later on in the show. You stay focused too.
Well, Kevin is snippy today.
Hey, just because he's going on a little Thanksgiving break this week, he's trying to.
I can't wait. I had to break up a almost fight today.
Wow.
Man, you thought that school was gonna be better, huh? They still in them streets.
Wow. All right, B. Jones, how you doing this evening?
It's getting cold. It's getting cold out here in these streets.
It's been cold.
Hey, y'all know what that means. When it's cold outside. Yeah, who are you holding?
Are we singing the original?
Wait a minute. Wait till tonight, girl. Well, if you think you're lonely,
do you know Tupac?
Wow.
We Casey and JoJo, Cam.
Were we singing the original or were we singing the Jodeci?
It was both. It was a combination.
I was doing Jodeci. I didn't even know it was another version. Shame on me.
There's the original. So, who's the original? It's not Teddy Pendergrass. It's
Well, hey, somebody in the chat let us know.
Yeah, let us know who that original. I thought it was Ted. Was it not Teddy Pendergrass?
I don't think it's Teddy.
Okay, Katie Damon, can you look that up for me, please? Thank you, sir.
Please.
All right, head coach, how you doing? You ready? You ready for 5 o'clock? For what? 4:30 on Friday?
Yeah, 4:29. I may be just standing at the door. So when that 4:30 hit, I'm out of here.
Harry Melvin and the Blue Notes. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. All right,
we got some Blue Notes fans in the chat. We got some Blue Notes fans.
I don't think anybody in the chat even knows who the Blue Notes were.
I have no idea. I don't even know what y'all was singing.
Wow. Says the baby.
What?
Yeah, I've never heard it.
These Gen Yers, what are you, Gen Z? These Gen Zers getting out of hand.
I don't think I'm Gen Z.
What are we, B. Jones? KT, what are we?
I think we Gen
Millennials.
Yeah, I think we generation. I think we Gen Y. We might either be Gen Y or Gen X, one of them. Because I think after us, it's called millennials.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, because I think millennials are like right at like 35-ish.
Yeah, I think we all cusp. I think we all kind of right there on the cusp of Gen X and millennials. So
I think I'm millennial.
Yeah.
You millennial.
Well, you need to update your iPad.
Got to.
Apple Music. How you don't know what that song is?
Yeah. Either that or y'all were butchering it.
Now let me tell you something. You don't come here criticizing. We just here for a good time. Now, come on.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they were butchering the song. If anybody says, "If you think you're lonely now," they just automatically know what that.
You already know the next word.
When I started it up, Pam, you already knew what was up.
Yeah, it wasn't even know. If you don't know the song, you just don't know the song. Don't be trying to act like, oh, y'all have butchered it, so that's why I didn't know. You just didn't know.
Okay.
Nah, she know that cuffing season. Who's saying cuffing season? I can't think of that boy's name. It's a dope song.
Eric Bellinger?
Yeah, Eric. Now, if I start singing cuffing season, you know that one, right? You know that. That's that new stuff.
Okay, so we Gen X. Thank you, KD. Damn it, you are all on the research. He's like in our ear. Okay, this is the answer. Yes, sir.
Hey, that's what. Hey, well, we gonna take him to Fox with us too. So when does the show go to Fox? We got our researcher already set. Yeah, he gonna be in our ears the whole show.
Absolutely, KD. How are you this evening?
I am good. I got my voice back. It keeps going off and on, so it's good to have it.
Okay.
And good to be here. I was late, so I'm a little flustered.
But you look gorgeous as always. So
thank
if you are flustered, you don't look flustered.
Okay, that's good.
Yes. But speaking of and you know what? I'll get into this a little later. This is episode 164 entitled Sweetest Taboo. And we are honoring none other than the lovely. There are some people that say it differently, but it's Sade. Sade. So she's like 172 and still
she's
looks
63 and she's
40.
still great.
I mean, she still look good. I don't care. She's a vampire to me. But
she's a vampire.
She is a vampire to me. That lady is gorgeous.
Yes,
but Katie, tell us a little bit about her.
All right. So she is a Nigerian-born British singer known as the lead singer of a band, one of the most successful British female artists in history. She is often recognized as an influence on contemporary music. Her success in the music industry was recognized in the UK with an award of the Officer of the Order of the British Empire in 2002 and was made commander in the 2017 birthday honors. Sade was born in Nigeria and brought up partly in Essex, England from the age of 4. She studied at St. Martin's School of Art in London and gained modest recognition as a fashion designer and part-time model prior to joining the band Pride in the early 1980s. After gaining attention as a performer, she formed the band Sade. The band released the album Diamond Life, which became one of the best-selling albums of the era and best-selling debut by a British female vocalist. In July 1985, Sade was among the performers at the Live Aid charity concert in the Wembley Stadium. And the following year, she appeared in the film Absolute Beginners. Have y'all seen Absolute Beginners?
No, we old KD, but we ain't even seen that one.
Okay.
She told you she's 140 years old, so we haven't seen that one.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that she had appeared in a movie. That was my first time finding that out. But she just it was just announced that she's going to go into the Songwriters Hall of Fame nomination. So that's something exciting. And then I think she also dropped some other news about an album or a song recently. Do y'all know? Did y'all hear?
No, but if it's out there, I need to go ahead and download it.
Yeah, I think something's coming from her soon. So we'll see.
All right. B. Jones, do you have some trivia or nah?
My only regret is that I'm too young for Sade do. No, nobody know that, do they?
J. Cole.
Yes, J. Cole.
J. Cole.
It's surprising that
Pam's favorite rapper.
Right.
Yeah, Pam loves some J. Cole.
Yeah,
I know. Well, we need to listen to your iPod.
I can have Halle Berry. He can take Sade. Okay, deal.
Kevin, what is your infatuation with Sade though? Because you've been wanting this one.
Because her music is dope.
Why did you?
Man. Her music is dope. Everybody should be able to relate to Sade. Even Snow Allegra remade one of her songs.
And Pam said, she's a vampire. Like she's it's like this mysteriousness about her that
you don't hear a lot about her. I am
that's
never
interesting.
seen her on no red carpets, no appearances, no movie premieres. You don't even. Is the woman married? Does she have kids? I don't know.
I think she has a kid. I think she does have a kid.
She does have a kid. She does have a kid.
She's very private, so I really like that. Now I will say this, and y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, so don't roast me. But when I was younger and I used to wear my hair slicked back and my red lipstick and my big earrings, they used to tell me I kind of look like Sade. I'm gonna put, you know what? Because I know that these two are right here about to go in. So I'm gonna find the picture and I'm gonna send it to y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
I think
I could have been her. I could have been her daughter.
Yeah, you all you needed today was the white button-up shirt and tie it up with the red lipstick, like that deep red.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, I can't even focus on what you're saying right now because
What?
look at him down there. See,
Pam was in the mirror talking about smooth operator.
you know what? You see, y'all, it be your own family. It be your own family.
I'm just like Sade.
Okay, so listen, I can see the what's her girl, Solange.
The
I
Snow
can see
Allegra.
Yeah. Sade, ain't nowhere in hell you ever look like Sade. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that you look bad, but I'm just saying there's no way that
you know what? No. Hey,
Kevin, what if you turn the lights down and like tighten your eyes up a little bit?
I am going to find the picture and I'm gonna send it. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. I can't find it tonight because I gotta go get the baby. But forget y'all, we moving on because y'all don't ever do
real
right.
quick. I'll make this real quick. For a Sports Life t-shirt, be the first one to answer this question correctly. Smooth Operator, the song that Pam was singing in the mirror as she fantasized about being Sade, it was a success here in America back in 1985. Give me the ranking. How high on the charts did Smooth Operator go? What was the number that Smooth Operator peaked at? Be the first one to give me that number, and you will get a free Sports Life Talk t-shirt.
All right, so let's just move on because I'm sick of y'all. It is time for the Playmaker segment. Go on, tell us who the You Got Next athlete is for this week.
All right, Sade. We got a chance to rock with one of the dopest music artists coming out of Houston, Drea Thornton. She stopped by to share her story and why she got next. And did I mention that because of her, Serena Williams, the great Serena Williams, liked one of our posts that we had. So
no. Let's be clear. Serena Williams is one of the names you could drop probably in any
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Anywhere, and they'll be like, Serena, they might not
right.
Like this woman literally liked.
She liked the reel that we had with Drea Thornton. So please go and check that show out. And Serena, if you're watching, come holler at us, man. Come join us.
Serena, can you send me your workout plan? I mean, I probably ain't gonna do it, but I at least want to look at it.
Now, I will say this though: when you put your mind to it, Gemini, you do work out. So I'll give you credit on that. So
thank you.
Yeah, you can't even be a little girl named Serena. Everybody still check. They be like, Serena, is she here? I mean, she's somewhere around here.
Thanks.
All right. Local business.
Local business. So I have the local business. This past weekend, I went on a very wonderful date. And we went to, Katie, I have to catch up. We went to the Puttery. And it is in the Colony. Have we talked about this before? Because sometimes.
Nah, but I've been wanting to go there, so I'm waiting to hear this.
Okay, all right.
Because
sometimes I'll be a little absent-minded. So the Puttery is a very, very super cool adult updated putt-putt. It's indoors. Mm-hmm. It's over at the Colony in Grandscape. They have 4 different rooms that are themed. So the room that we went in was called Rooftop, and it was a New York rooftop theme room. They have 2 easy ones and 2 hard ones. Katie, it kind of gave me the time that we went when you took me for my birthday. What are y'all laughing at?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That dude is a kid, man. That's why.
I'm sorry, I'm hanging around.
That was on him. We was gonna get Puttery. Was gonna like this and everything. And KT, I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Kevin is
we're
a
gonna
bad influence.
I can chop that up. I'll chop it up. Come on, Jimmy. I apologize. Let's get a straight face so she can get this out. please come on. I'm trying to hold it.
You know what? I need to go back into the contract negotiations because I don't like the way that I've been treated on this show. All right. So anyway,
but wait a minute. I want to say something. You are right, Pam. I actually walked. First off, if you go to Puttery, make sure you get on the list a day or two in advance because they stay booked out and the rooms are elaborate. I mean, we're not just talking. When she said it's a putt. It's putt on crack steroids and mollies. I mean, this thing is on a whole different level. It's like the NFL version of and putt is like a flag pop on a 5-year-olds playing or something. It's crazy.
It is. It's very nice. Now, let me give y'all some takeaways. There is no food. You can't take food into the rooms, which is but you can order drinks. Each room has a list of themed drinks. You can order one of those. You can also order drinks from the other rooms, but there are only 9 holes. And just like in putt, so they space your times out. So if your appointment's at 2:30, you show up at 2:30. What the hell is wrong with you?
Go ahead. I'm good. It's KD. It was KD.
I need you to chill. I'm gonna need to see y'all after the show.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Especially you. Hold on. You see the papers right here? This your write-up papers. And I keep taking notes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, it's $18 a person. It was 2 of us. It really only took 30 minutes. If it's more, it might take longer. You might have to wait. There are people in front of you. It's very small. Might not last long, but hey, it's a fun time. God damn it! I'm about to.
Did you play good though?
I didn't. I didn't make the board. He made the board, but I didn't make the board.
Well, how do you make the board?
You have a high score.
B. Jones,
I appreciate your attention right now.
I'm professional. I'm a professional at this. You know what I mean?
Apparently, the two at the bottom need to be separated.
They kids. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what he's laughing at. What is he laughing at?
The lack of maturity on this show is unprecedented.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you tonight, Katie?
What is wrong?
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Gemini, I really apologize. I don't know. I got the giggles. I apologize.
Have you been smoking?
No, I haven't.
You can't ask that man that on Al.
I sure can. I sure can.
I'm crying. Okay, sorry, Pam.
No, I'm done. You know what? Local athlete. Go ahead. I'm done.
All right, so for the Sports Life Talk Playmaker, local athlete of the week, Kevin and I went to a Dallas Carter game a long time ago. Kevin is something you used to go to Dallas Carter. Why is Dallas Carter so special to you, man?
Not only did I go, like 10 of my cousins went, man. We run deep in Carter. And my uncle, who used to be an assistant coach under Coach Freddie James when they won the state title.
Well, Kevin, y'all got a 2024 running back that's out of Dallas Carter, who is an absolute monster. He's about 5'11", 180 pounds. His name is Caden Landry. This Dallas Carter running back last week ran the ball for 38 carries, 257 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And this is the thing, the reason why I wanted to make sure we shot this guy out. First off, Dallas Carter defeated Sulphur Springs in a battle. But this dude was like, he just did it the Marshawn Lynch way. I mean, it was like he was carrying runners over, 5-6 yards a carry. It was ridiculous. It wasn't no 80-yard breakouts, no 75-yard breakouts. This dude got it the hard way, 38 carries. I know that boy didn't get out of bed till Monday morning. So shout out to Caden Landry, 2024 Dallas Carter running back. He is our player of the week.
All right, awesome. All right, so it is time for the toast. Katie, unfortunately, I was not feeling well, so I did not make this drink, although I have all the ingredients. But this drink was amazing the other day. So you're on mute because you was giggling.
Now I'm gonna start giggling again. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yes, like you said, the drink was super good. Last week I had told y'all that me and Pam hung out. And so our first event was like a little mini bartending event. And so we got to make 2 different drinks We got food, they fed us, and then we got to chill. And then that's whenever we went to the Chefs for Farmers event. So the first event, it was a Casamigos sponsored event. And so they gave us, they taught us how to make 2 different drinks. So one of them was called the La Pina, which is like pineapple. It consists of the Casamigos Reposado tequila, pineapple juice, fresh lemon juice, simple syrup, and cinnamon. And it was so cool because she taught us to, like, you know, sometimes when we put garnishments in it, we just drop them in the drinks. And then she made sure to tell us to kind of just like lay it on the drink and then like sprinkle the pineapple on it. I was going to show y'all the picture, but I forgot to get the card. But yes, so grab y'all a bottle of Casamigos. The Reposado is my favorite. The silver one, I didn't really drink the silver one until we had it that night. So I went on Friday and bought me a bottle of the silver as well. So,
I have the silver, but I do need to get the Reposado. That was very good.
Yeah, the Reposado is like, to me, it's their best in their flights of tequila. Yeah, and then I want to give my toast to you, Pam, because you invited me to those 2 dope ass events and I had so much fun. And then we now made friends with the Chefs for Farmers. And yeah, and just invited me out to something different. So toast to you. And yes, I'm drinking the drink tonight. Well, I'm just drinking tequila and pineapple. So I'm just getting ready for next Wednesday because we're going to be lit next Wednesday, right?
Oh, we turning up next Wednesday.
Hey, congratulations for being invited, KD. That's awesome. I know that feels good to be chose like that.
Yes, shout out to Pam.
My only regrets is that I'm too young for Sade to do.
So I like to buy tickets to things and then just be like, come on, y'all, let's go. So I know KD is always down the road as long as Jay does not have games and stuff like that. So she's always, especially if it involves food and drinks. She's always my number one choice.
Yes, and that's one thing about me, y'all. Like, she had me at that spooky event and she had me at drinks. I didn't know what I was signing myself up for. And she just said drinks and I just said, okay, come on, let's go.
Hey, well, Gemini, if you ain't gonna invite me and KT, which I understand, listen, I get it. We stunt your growth out there in the streets, right? Can you at least invite the nation? Can you invite our family in the chat? Can you at least put Sports Life Talk Nation on and give them the opportunity to come to some of these events?
Absolutely. But sometimes I don't need y'all to know where we at.
Okay, that's understandable. I totally get that. But hey, I do want to say this though.
Because KD got stalkers.
You do too. All right, so hey, there's a program in Arlington, the women's basketball game. It's a good program. So everybody in the chat, we all need to go to a game. The tickets are ridiculously cheap. They're like $10 a ticket.
Yes.
And when I tell you I went to the game, what was it, last week? Yeah, it was hardly anybody there. And it was a hell of a game. They're the one by 3 points shy to Coach Wright for UTA, Coach Burden from Texas A&M Commerce.
Yep.
Okay.
We're all getting together. $10. Let's go. We're going to pick a game. Everybody's
let's go to that Stanford game, man. Ain't Stanford coming this way?
No, it's Arizona.
Arizona, yeah. Let's go to the Arizona game.
December. That's like December 20th.
That's
so you may want to go ahead and get those tickets now because I know it's going to be some people at that one.
But I think that's what I'm saying. That's going to be a lit game.
And I'm down to go to a game. I love a good game. So I have a slight confession, and I'm kind of dealing with it. I'm working through it. So for the first time in like 17 years, Terrence is not playing basketball this year because of his medical issues. And like, I know it hurts him, but it hurts me too because y'all know I'm rowdy mom in the stands. So I need some, non-professional basketball in my life. So let's go somewhere. Let's go see some basketball.
Yeah, so December 20th, they're playing against Arizona.
What day is that?
I think it's a Sunday. No?
Okay, works for me.
It can't be a Sunday.
Can't be a Sunday because Christmas is on a Sunday.
Hold on, let me see.
That's probably like a Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah.
December 20th is Tuesday.
UTA is 15 minutes from me.
I'll be there.
Let's lock it up. Let's load it up. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, so okay,
when we do go, everybody got to be loud. We got to get it turned up because it's too quiet.
Oh, I know I'm about to be.
Hey, Corey said Kansas on their head tonight, though. You talking about UTA?
Yeah.
Kansas on UTA head tonight.
Well, I mean,
what's the score? That ain't no excuse, man. UTA got a program.
Yeah, they do, but Kansas is Kansas.
Well, experience. We'll take it for the experience. KD, who are you toasting? Oh, you already toasted me. I'm sorry.
I toasted you. Yeah.
Toast to the Sam's Choice water.
Yeah, and whoever wants to join us on December 20th, y'all go ahead and pencil that in on y'all's calendar too.
Yeah. Somebody buy my ticket. I'll cash app you because I don't trust y'all.
I'll buy you a drink. No, I'm just playing.
Can we go eat or something afterwards? Y'all know I'd be hungry.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it would be a good night.
We got some money. We got some money in the account, so I'll go ahead and.
What are they? $10? You said the tickets are $10?
They $10.
Let's do it. Let's go. All right.
So we got 4 already. I'm getting those tomorrow.
All right, let's go.
I'm there. I got to put that on my books. All right. So coaching resumes. How are we feeling about Jeff Saturday? And what should the qualifications be to get a head coach job? Do we go by experience or capabilities? And I'm going to throw something else in there. Is it about also who you know? So
yeah, in this case, it is about who you know.
Or who you know. I mean, because there's nothing worse than even in just the corporate world when somebody you know ain't qualified for a position, all of a sudden is a director of such and such, and they was just a team lead 2 weeks ago. So how do we feel about head coaches moving up like that?
Well, for this question, this guy was a analyst at ESPN who did play like 13 to 14 years in the league. So he knows football. But he's friends with the owner who he's played for. But here's my thing, though. You have other guys that are qualified that have been there the whole time from OTAs till now. You bring a guy that has I think the highest he's coached maybe is a high school team. And you skip over everybody that's worked for you, that's put in the work, that's grinded for this guy to come and be the head coach. But I will say this. I mean, he did make everybody look crazy the other day when they beat the Raiders in his first game.
Yeah, you know what? And that's why I'm going to disagree. And that's why I want to spend my time talking about the fact that the owner had the audacity to put out a tweet celebrating this one win over a Raiders team. And shout out to Raider Nation. They show us a lot of love. But let's just be real. The Raiders is about what, 2-7? 3-7, something of that nature. So the Raiders team ain't that good. This dude is doing a victory lap over beating a team that, and if you really want to be real about it, Josh McDaniels ain't a good head coach because you get 4 shots at the end zone and you don't try Devontae Adams until the time expiring when you just paid this man $100 million to come be a part of your franchise. So that's my whole problem with it is that the good old boy network strikes again. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, Tam, you talked about it being in the streets in the professional world, right? Can you imagine showing up work every day early, leaving late, being a professional in every area, grinding hard, putting your time in? You sat back, you were patient, a head coaching job, and at the company you came up in become available, and you don't even get an interview. Why? Because the owner brings in his friend and former employee to come back to run the show. Like, that is the biggest FU I've ever seen. And then my last problem with this whole situation, shout out to Joy Taylor. She brought up an excellent point. Keep that same energy when it comes to women and African Americans. And we've debated this countless times on this platform alone about NFL. Every offseason we talk about African American NFL coaches, and you know what they say? They say, hey, they don't have a resume. They don't have the experience. Well, experience is a non-factor. From Cliff Kingsbury to now you got Jeff Saturday. Experience clearly is not a determining factor in you making a decision to hire a head coach. So guess what? Tell us how you really feel. Tell us how you really feel if a man can come off the set of ESPN wearing some Bomber socks and that's the person that you put into the position. So no, I'm not accepting it. I can't support the coach. Hey, shout out to my guy Serge. I know he a diehard fan, but I can't root for Jim Irsay if that's the way he operates and doing business.
KT, would you like to add anything to that?
I think I said what I said at the beginning, so B. Jones and I are on the same page for once, which is surprising.
For once. For once.
Everything he said was spot on, though, because, I mean, you had other you had Reggie Wayne on the staff.
Reggie Wayne! And Kevin, when you go to that game on Sunday, it's 10% of the fans wearing an 87 jersey. It's fans littered around wearing throwback 87 jerseys right now.
Okay, KD, do you have a comment?
Yeah, so I get where y'all are coming from. I get what you're saying, but sometimes the opportunity does have to be given to somebody to open the doors for others that don't have all that same what's the word?
I know pedigree, experience. I know what you're talking about.
Maybe not experience, but the qualifications. Maybe not the experience part, but just the qualifications. So like in a corporate world or like a real job world, not so much coaching. It's just giving an opportunity and believing in somebody and what their word is. Now, coaching, it is a little bit harder because there is no experience. So I'm kind of like on the fence, as I always am. So that's how I feel about it, because of course we always hate those that it's those or it's who you know, and they get in and then they get away with everything.
Because it's a slap in the face of the Rooney Rule.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say, Kevin. You are 100% block that idiot. Yeah. So listen, this is my thing. We're talking about a sport in which you had to implement a rule to give African American or people of color or minorities an opportunity to get a job, and then you just blatantly outright in the middle of the season hire somebody who has less credentials than, say, an Eric Bieniemy or a Byron Leftwich, players who've been overlooked. I mean, coaches who have been overlooked. And so this is my thing, KD. I get what you're saying. I ain't never gonna turn down a hookup. If one of y'all got a hookup or a plug for me right now, I appreciate it. But guess what? It also comes a certain point to where when that good old boy network, you know what I mean? So who's the ones always getting the hookups? It ain't us. We ain't the ones getting the hookups in these types of situations with power. So I got some serious issues with this. This one needs to be addressed.
I'm with you on that. All right. Thank you guys for that lovely kickoff question. And KT, I had absolutely nothing to do with that. I don't even know what I said.
Man, you said a whole bunch of stuff that could be considered that. That's why we got that.
I don't even know what happened. I was just talking regular, and here y'all go. Anyway, it is time for the Manhattan Project. I missed it, so let's get to it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of tea for my Manhattan Project, and I need your honest opinions.
Okay.
So I have a friend that I've been knowing for some years, and they know that I have a podcast, and they know that we do weekly contests, weekly fantasy contests. So how long have we been doing weekly contests, y'all? Has it been like 2 years?
Yeah, it's been about 2.5 years, ain't it? I mean,
okay. 2 years, yeah. So I used to send them the link, and sometimes I would forget, and you may have to remind me, like, hey, send me the link. So I'll send it. But every time they would join our weekly fantasy, they would always end up in last place. And last place usually means that you didn't submit your roster.
That, yeah.
Sound like me.
So this season, I kind of just been sending it to people who want to play. I started off, posting it on my Instagram stories. Let me know if you want to play. And then people who actually play and submit their rosters, that's who I send the link to. So shout out to all of y'all that play and come to see the show every Wednesday. So I hadn't been sending this person the roster just because, one, I got a lot of stuff going on this year. And two, just because every time I would send you the link, you would submit your roster. So why am I going to keep sending you the roster? I mean, the link. So am I wrong? Am I wrong for not sending them the link because they weren't submitting their roster?
No, because that take up a spot. That's somebody that could be, joining the show or joining the
Sound like he changed up on me. I mean, it just sounded like he changed up to me. Hey, look, we had this discussion. Not even 3. Y'all had attendance issues, so I don't know. Maybe it was 4 weeks ago. But I told y'all, I sat on this show, and everybody, all the family members in the chat, everybody disagreed with me. I said, don't start nothing you don't plan on continuing and keeping up with. You started something. And then you played judge, jury, and executioner. Well, I'm wasting my time. I don't think this person. If you didn't want to send it no more, you should have said, "Hey, it appears that you're not putting in a roster. We only got 20 spots. So I know that you want to play, but really you don't want to play. You just want me to text you once a week and get my attention. So you know what? I just text you on Wednesday and say hello versus sending you this roster. But the reality is that you were doing something. You created a culture, you created an expectation, and then you flipped on them. You straight up flip the script. You sometimes.
I love how you plugged a show from 4 weeks, bringing up that topic again, B. Jones.
Yeah, because that's what I'm good for. I'm a Virgo.
But it's a valid point. But no, don't waste our spots. You ain't here trying to win and have fun with us. You just want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I said about doing things for people is also returning the energy that you are given. And so if you're not going to do it, then don't ask for it. Just be like, hey, I watched the show, man. Y'all know I ain't looked at no link. I did that first week and I ain't did nothing since. I ain't gonna sit
Pam, we ain't gave up on you. We ain't gave up on you. We still play fantasy
give up on me. You can't give up on me.
Family, because you family.
I'm in this for life.
Because you family. That's what I'm saying. I still remember the first day we was in that studio, that little cramped room, and you was tooting and talking. I remember that, man. But no, she didn't fart, y'all. She didn't fart. It was a joke because we were in a small quarters. All right. But listen, but the truth of the matter is this is exactly what I was saying. You can't start something without some type of communication and changing the expectation up, because you changed up on that person this year. So and we ain't talking about their actions. Kim's question, my bad. Ms.Manhattan's question. Ms.Manhattan's question was, am I wrong? Mm-hmm. Or did I do something right? Or did I do something wrong? Mm-hmm. And my answer to that is yes.
Move on, Katie. I ain't fooling with B. Jones.
All right. So
somebody please, can I get an amen in the chat? Can I get a thank you?
Katie, damn it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So next topic. So y'all know Odell is currently a free agent, and a couple of weeks ago we were told that we'll know something by Friday where he's going to land. So that was last Friday, and now here we are, November 16th at 8:40 p.m. and we still don't know where he's going. But what we do know is that he has officially cut ties with Nike because they did not hold up their end of the deal, and supposedly they gypped him out of millions of dollars. So now he is suing Nike. So I'm a little heartbroken about it because, I love Nike. We all love Nike, but it's business. So I am just anticipating what his next move is. And then of course, future endorsements. So
I actually heard that Jerry said he looked good with a star on his helmet.
Yes.
Yeah, but after that Green Bay game, I don't think he coming here.
Yeah, that's what I said too. It's looking.
Why not?
It's looking like Buffalo to me.
If I would go to Buffalo, but
I mean, I would too. But it's a lot of mouths to feed in Buffalo too. Let's not. Hey, look,
I mean, he'll get more of a shot here, more of an opportunity.
Well, not only are you gonna get more of an opportunity, but he also get the opportunity to be in the spotlight. Let's just be real. Cowboys get a lot of runway, a lot of praise, and he get. I mean, both teams are even. Both teams are even, Steven. But I think the route to the Super Bowl is easier out of the East, or I guess you could say the NFC, than it is out of the AFC, in my opinion. I mean, AFC, you got some squads to go through.
That's true.
Yes. So Wakanda Forever dropped this Friday. I know the fellas haven't seen it yet. And to the people in the chat, if you ain't watched it, go watch it, because me and Pam are
ready.
ready.
Next week. We're
ready to talk about it.
I've actually seen it twice now.
Oh my gosh.
What are we watching?
Well, I'm going to go watch it
Black
again.
Panther.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah. And make sure you stay, okay? Because people was leaving and they missed a little bit at the end.
I don't know why it's a Marvel movie. You never leave.
Yeah, you never leave. So.
Hey, real quick, KD, is the person that you stop sending the text message to a former friend or a former relationship?
No, we're friends. It's not former.
But it wasn't like, oh, excuse me, it wasn't a relationship like an intimate. It was just we just cool. Okay.
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah.
No,
okay. Well then, yeah, you changed up.
All in your business. Okay.
I know. We're friends.
No, I'm trying to draw grounds because I know I'm gonna hear about this afterwards. Some of the show don't stop for me when the camera go off. I still got to expand on these conversations.
I have no former relationships. Everybody's just friends.
Now wait a minute.
Well, you know what, B. Jones? That's part of my uncut gym. That's part of my uncut gym. So,
is she running for mayor or something? That was so political, ain't it? She gonna be alderman.
Thank y'all. I really enjoyed the Manhattan Project with y'all today. Shout out to OBJ and Pam. I'm throwing it back over to you.
All right. So before I get started on the uncut gym, I was going to save this for the shout out, but I'm not. This is the first part of the uncut gym. So you guys know, this is a side note. I got a question. You guys know that Terrence's team won the national championship last year, right? And so yesterday, he actually went and got this, y'all.
Ooh, hey, that's pretty fire.
Very nice ring. It has NJCAA on this side. His number, his name is right here. It's got Dallas North Lake basketball 2022. I don't know if these diamonds is real or not, but this is very Super Bowl
this is easy.
Right here.
Yes, it is fire.
It is amazing. So shout out to them.
Hey, can you get us some better pics of that so we can put it up on the site?
I posted one.
Okay.
On my stories, but
can we copy it and whatever? Tag it to our. That's called.
I'll send y'all a better picture in the box with the little glistenings and all that.
Yes.
Kind of stuff.
Yes, please.
All right. So look, here is the uncut gem, and it kind of goes along with what Ms.Manhattan brought up about you're not an ex, you're a friend. Mm-hmm. How do we feel about keeping in contact with exes, or not necessarily keeping in contact, but having maybe random text message from exes or emails from exes when you are in a relationship, whether that be dating or marriage? How do we feel about that?
Well, if you're married,
what if the ex is just checking on you? Because I say, what are you checking on me for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on record. I'll be the first.
For a weakness? Are you checking for a weakness? Because to me, you checking to see, like on Jurassic Park, if that fence is going to electrocute or not. So you poking, you're trying to see if you can get through that fence.
Yep. On record, I don't condone, I don't support, nor do I approve of anybody speaking to exes in any form or fashion through social media, through text messages, to do check-ins, or any of those things. So I'll let y'all talk on about the rest of it.
Talk about political.
Hey, no doubt. Hey,
he already got popped up upside the head,
yeah.
On a couple.
She at the glass right now looking at him. Hey, if you're
married,
married, please no.
Okay.
Heck no.
Okay.
No. No. I'm with B. Jones. Don't do it.
Okay. And then if someone reaches out to you, how do you, as a man, because here's the thing. I think that men, KD, you might agree with me, sometimes they don't know how to dead something.
No.
Like they say things that are open-ended to me. Like he might say, oh, I'm good. And she might be like, oh, you with somebody? Well, I'm in a situation. A situation tells that person that I'm in something right now that I might not be in later. It's just a situation right now. So, like, KD, you have a man, his ex is hitting him up. What do you want him to say to her?
I don't care what he says to her.
Oh boy.
Man, don't even respond.
Okay. All right. So does a lack of response mean leave me alone? Or should you just say leave me alone?
I think you should say leave me alone, but they're not gonna do it.
They're not.
That's why you just don't respond.
Yeah. So I went out on a date with a dude a month and a half ago, and he still texted me. I haven't responded. Like, have you not gotten a hint? Why are y'all so slow sometimes?
No, because the second that you respond will be the day that you're with your significant other, and then they catch wind of it. So if I just don't respond, just delete it.
So when you don't respond, do you tell your significant other, hey, you see so-and-so, because?
No, because it's going to be an even bigger problem. Because
you just delete it? B. Jones, show, boy, this is the most quiet I done ever seen B. Jones.
No, the best Excuse me? I don't know NATO. I don't talk about stuff I don't know nothing about.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't think you should show it because, the male ego is very fragile. So then it may open another can of worms that is unnecessary for a newer relationship or a relationship that you actually want to work. So
exactly, because if you really want that person, then no.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I feel like whoever can text me, whoever can call me, but I feel like I am loyal enough and like strong enough to not respond or entertain
I'm not responding. I may delete it because I don't want any kind of problems.
It does not require.
Yeah, I only want the mystique of the I only want to be questioned about it.
Oh, yeah, and see, for me, I'm not gonna delete it. I don't delete anything because how does that meme say? I might need to know. I might need to show somebody what you said on July 4th of 1973. So
I used to not delete, but I am a deleter now because I don't even. Y'all, I had an ex write me just big old long email the other day. I was like, I can't even read this. Like, what is this about? Can I get the cliff notes on your email? And then I responded, and then it opened more, and I was like, damn, I should have never.
Yeah, just don't respond. Keep your peace and just let that person let them be.
And my thing is like, why you didn't tell me this a long time ago? Why you weren't checking for me when we were together? I don't
because you realize you messed up the best thing in your life, the absolute best thing in your life, and now you want that old thing back. But that old thing is with a new thing, and it's not thinking about your old ass. All right,
then I'll drink.
Next.
All right, we got the drop now.
B. Jones, you're too quiet for me. All right.
You didn't want me when you had me.
Wait. Time out, y'all. I have got to call KD out on something.
Call her out.
Raise your hand.
Who?
You.
Oh, y'all finna do the little game where you got to hold up a finger?
No, other hand. Raise it. No. Yeah.
I still got it on.
Y'all, that was 2 weeks ago. Y'all know how dirty that is right now? Okay, go ahead.
I take a bath every day, boo. And I make sure to wash it.
Why are you wearing it though? You just like it, or what's the significance of it?
It's super cute. So I've never gotten. Usually these type of whatchamacallits are usually like festival wristbands, and it's kind of dope. Like it's made out of like a fancy ribbon. Nothing has smeared. It's exactly how it was when we got it
3 weeks ago.
But smell it. See how it smells right now.
About to say, I bet it smells like earring backs.
Belly button.
You know what it smells like, y'all?
The rim of somebody had.
Pam gave me this body oil last year at her Christmas party, and I think it's like Love Spell. So that's what it smells like.
Okay, I just wanted to call that out because I was like, I cut mine, and you have to use very good scissors to get it off.
Yeah, because it's good ribbon.
It really is.
So, Katie, you need to buy you a pair of scissors so you can't get it off?
No, I'm going to wear it till I see y'all on December 20th so y'all can see it and, give a little feel for next year when we go to...
I'm sitting next to somebody else. Okay.
When we go to Chefs for Farmers.
Yes, I understand that's a yearly thing. So, next year we all got to go.
Yes.
Katie, damn it. NATO Jenkins? You know NATO Jenkins? I don't know NATO.
You know what? It's time for the drop. Give me some music.
So Nas. Pam, do you like Nas? If Nas were to like pop up and be like, yo, let me holler at you for a second?
Are you short?
Yeah, I think Nas too short for her.
Okay, but if he was your height, let's just.
It's something about him. It's definitely something about him.
He is cute. He just ain't got no facial hair.
If he wasn't Nas,
No, okay. So he dropped King's Disease 3. I've only listened to a few joints. If y'all listen to it in the comment section, let me know if I should continue listening to it or what's up. And KT, what you got for the Coach's Groove this week?
You know, I did have something, but we're running late and I want to get to the pick six. So I'm going to let B. Jones go ahead and do the sneaker drop.
Okay.
Well, you know what? The sneaker drop going to be quick today, too, because the main thing is that the Chicago ones, Lost and Found, they are officially dropped this weekend. So now it's like, hey, you're going up against everybody else. Pam, you weren't here last week when we announced that they had early releases going on, but this Saturday it is going down. So get in on whatever websites you can, get as many names into the raffle, because this is a pair of sneakers that I personally just like. You got to have them. So you can pull them down, KT. Last week we did these sneakers. You want to see them again, Gemini? Because you're the only person that we got to get your opinion on. Last week, the three of us.
But I need those in my life. Can somebody please get those?
Hey, yeah, so I felt like you was gonna love them. That's why I wanted to bring them back.
I don't have anything with red in them. I need that.
Me neither. Now I'm gonna let my Ace Boone Coon. I'm gonna let my partner in crime. I'm gonna let him tell him what you came across this week, Kevin. What kind of early releases did you get? We'll show y'all the picture of it next week.
Yeah, we're gonna hold that sneaker next week. So just come on. I got some heat for you.
You want to just save it till next week, KT?
Yeah, we'll save it next week.
All right, we'll save it till next week. We got some heat coming.
Which one of y'all? Raise your hand.
Just did what?
Who's gonna get this sneaker for me?
I gotta get it for myself. You better
we gotta get these ourselves. These Lost and Found, and everybody got to do them. Hey, we got to work.
And Pam a pair.
Matter of fact, I'm about to create me 2 more sneaker accounts just so I can get some more opportunities to get them. So,
all right, let's
no.
All right, then.
It's just tragic.
All right, Kevin. It is that time of the show. And I don't know. We about to throw y'all for a loop because we're going to talk some sports on this thing. But, man, talking about upset city. I think we need to have a new podcast ranger and a new host on the show. Somebody who really knows some stuff about professional football, because history was made this last weekend in our fantasy mix and match. Kevin, you want to tell everybody who won the weekly fantasy?
Last week, my beautiful wife, Deidre Thomas, before she put her lineup in, B. Jones, she said, baby, I'm going to win this week.
All right.
I said, okay, yeah, you are. I woke up, what was it, Tuesday morning?
Tuesday morning.
And I'm checking to see where I was. I said, okay, I'm in 6. Who got first? And it said Deidre. So I closed it out. Then I opened it back up and I looked again. And Deidre didn't change. So my wife won.
Congratulations, Deidre. I don't know, man. We got to do something special for her since she is the guru in your house. You know what I'm saying? My wife went down.
Like I haven't won one this year. FanDuel, you remember I won that?
Ish. Thank you, Cordero Patterson and Chase Claypool, for letting me down. I would have won. I put up 120 some points with basically zeros at those spots. All right, Kevin, let's get into this thing, man. It's a new trend. It's a new epidemic started, man. You heard the saying there's no crying in baseball, but this season we've had 3 NFLers cry in post-game press conferences. Do real men cry, or is this just total drama?
Real men cry.
Yeah.
What you crying for? I mean,
sports is emotional, so yeah, sometimes yeah.
And then just think about what kind of week they had leading up to it, and then it kind of everything just like released.
Yeah. So yeah, they cry, B. Jones. Yeah.
What about you? Gemini?
Yeah, don't cry.
She said, "What you crying for?"
No.
Well,
Once again, once again, I got to stand alone. And you know what? I don't know. Maybe I need to go audition for some other shows or something. No, this is football. Every player is emotional. There's been thousands and thousands of games when people don't get up there and cry. They all putting their bodies on the line. They all working hard. They all got the same amount of practice days and preseason. So guess what? No, you don't get the right to get up here and cry. And take that junk to the locker room. Take it back to somewhere else. You cry on your car on the way home. Don't cry in a press conference of a gladiator sport. It make you look soft as a marshmallow.
Wow.
Yeah, I want you to say it just one of their face. All right, let's go to number 2, man.
I was saying in his face. Derek Carr up there. No. Everybody lose, man. Players, you ain't the first person that had a press conference after a rough game. All right, here we go. Kevin, revenge games. Last week, McCarthy went up there and to Green Bay. He was supposed to be taking it back. That had the headlines, McCarthy versus Green Bay. We saw how that worked out. But then you start looking at the Stephon Diggs versus Minnesota. I mean, there's revenge games everywhere. Do they really matter? And if so, to who?
Yeah, man, this is the person that's trying to get that get back, B. Jones. Yeah, so yeah. So I was
sometimes that get back don't work. Like,
yeah, but
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it matters.
I think in a sport where I think when you can bring the team together and say, hey, this team owned y'all last year, revenge games like that, you know, like, hey, we had a bad play at the end, and so you can get not only the players, but you can also get the community and the fan base of that franchise or that school all together. That to me has a little bit more of a sting than Stephon Diggs, who got traded, or anytime a player gets traded away from his team and then he plays against them. Like, that's only one person. Everybody else don't feel that same emotional charge as he do. So yeah, it's headlines. It's great headlines, but it really don't matter. Tom Brady, the Buccaneers versus the Patriots. Really? What you want to say, Jim?
Are we strictly talking football? Because I don't know if y'all saw. Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw the UFC fight with the black dude. Can't remember his name. Asadamigo.
Well, Adesanya. Tread lightly though. That's my dog.
Okay, but that's his third time, and he didn't got beat 3 times.
Different rules, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that one a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah, that ruined my Sunday. All right, Kevin, me and you had this debate before, KT, and if you watch it, you got next. You probably have heard this debate before. But game-saving block or game-winning shot? Which one you taking?
Game-winning shot.
I knew you would. What about you, Ms.Manhattan? Game-winning shot or game-saving block?
Oh, game-winning shot.
All right, Gemini.
I'm sorry. I come from a household where blocking was the thing to do. And he saved us on one game, blocked a 3-point shot that was about to kill it. And the crowd went wild. So I'm a game-saving block chick.
And Gemini, that's why we kinfolk. That's why we down like 4 flat tires. Because at the end of the day, you know how many people that hit game-winning shots? That's a common thing.
What?
But
No,
every time you see a game-winning block, it people go crazy. Think about LeBron with the chase down. We saw LeBron block for years. I look, game-winning shots gonna happen. They are things.
Yeah, but Jimmy, you know that same game that Kyrie is one. That changes the whole. Kyrie iced that game though with that 3.
No, I agree with you, but that wasn't a game-winning shot. Game-winning shot is when the buzzer beaters.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
What we're talking about.
Yeah, that block just led to Kyrie hit 3.
But everybody talk about the block. I go into the barbershop, it's a picture of the block on the wall. And I can go through and list a bunch of other blocks. I mean, I can think about Bam Adebayo when he blocked Jason Tatum ball. When he literally blocked the dunk. Blocks do something to you. Blocks just do something to you.
I mean, you see dunks all the time. You know,
Thank you.
It's in the what is it? The NBA All-Star Game challenges. I mean, it's that you see that, but that block, and
that block is different.
I don't know.
Say it again, Pam. Say it again.
It's the
you said nasty.
According to KT, I'm nasty tonight. So anyway,
yeah.
And tell it to the block. It left us a message because of you.
Real nasty, yeah.
It's like that freak bot just searching through YouTube.
Look, they heard 9 holes away.
What did they say?
And then
Gemini, you said a whole bunch of stuff. That's why I could not contain myself.
I'm gonna have to run it back because
watch it again.
And then they said she said less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, you said everything. I was done.
Did she talk about 2 hard ones? 2 easy ones?
Yes, you said
hard
everything.
Drinks
How
and food.
you just moved down here laughing?
Y'all just have dirty minds. B. Jones, continue.
They got filthy minds. All right, so Kevin, if you in the huddle, you got one last pass play. Which active wide receiver do you want to throw that ball to? Which active wide receiver do you want that ball going to? You got one play in the huddle.
You know what? I'm just gonna go Josh Allen and Diggs. I'm gonna go with them.
I'm just talking about the wide receiver. Just what wide receiver you want?
Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tough to not go Justin Jefferson on this, but I think the real answer, the right answer, should be Devontae Adams. That dude's hands is unreal. But Justin Jefferson took himself to a whole nother level. Trust me, y'all stick around in 5 minutes. We're gonna talk about him. All right, Kevin. Can the CFP justify 3 SEC teams in the playoffs? And if so, if we get 3 SEC teams, do you think America will be pissed?
Yeah, they will, because everybody hates on the SEC. It's just the greatest conference in college football. But TCU wins out their end. I think whoever wins the Pac-12, if USC can run the table, USC in the college football playoff is what college needs. And you got a Big Ten, Michigan and Ohio State. So one of them have to get in.
So how are you going to justify Tennessee being out? Or let's just hypothetically say LSU upsets Georgia in the SEC title game. How are you going to justify SEC champion who just beat the number 1 team in the nation not being in the top 4?
B. Jones, I want LSU to beat Georgia in the SEC championship because I want chaos. We need a 12-team playoff.
Yes, that's what I want to create too.
I want chaos. So yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, I don't think LSU can beat Georgia in the dome. But I'm gonna wish and I'm gonna root for that chaos. All right, point number 6. Should teams, and this is something that y'all bear with me because I want to talk about it for 2 minutes. Should teams be disqualified for the behaviors of a few? A rogue coach or a couple of rogue players? Should UIL or any governing body disqualify teams or take championship trophies away from organizations and not individuals?
Okay, so
and I want the girls to sound off on this one too. So what are your thoughts about that one, Ms.Manhattan? If right now Jada go to LSU, the soccer team playing good, somebody did something that, illegitimate funds or something, and they disqualify the team's whole season, they don't get the opportunity to compete in the national scale. How do you think that should be handled?
It's bullshit if the whole team gets disqualified, because it should only be who did it, whoever was doing it. Now, I mean, of course, if it's a group of them, or it may be a coach, and he got like two players, then it just needs to be them. I think I agree. It's a really crappy situation if you do the whole team, because I'm over here, like y'all said, coming in early, leaving late every day. My diet is right. I'm making sure that my grades are right. No.
Now, I will agree. Well, I'm not agreeing with it, but Cool Kev got a good point. Yes, it will make people conduct themselves better. Well, no, it won't, because it's still going to be people cheating. Right now, people are still cheating. It's just some are getting caught. So, no, it's not the right thing. You get rid of, like, the coach. We got something going on here in the city. You get rid of those coaches. You don't make those kids pay for the coach's mistake.
Absolutely, Kevin. I am sick to my stomach.
This is high school kids. You are messing with seniors who need the extra exposure. They may start clicking in the playoffs, but now because of UIL, man, that's ridiculous. It's a joke.
But even postseason bans in college football and college basketball, all you do is hurt the players who may have done it the right way. You know what? You disqualify the players, and you disqualify those coaches, and you stop punishing these schools as a whole, right? Yeah. If you want to say, hey, the school is going to be limited on scholarships, okay, I get that. Yeah, but I can't understand for the life of me why the UIL is going to Duncanville and saying these girls can't participate in basketball this year, or canceling the program. That's just too
Girls and boys, B. Jones.
Yeah, over a few bad people. That's just, to me, that's wrong. That's just the wrong way to do it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, when you do that, the people who make money still making money. So you know what? Start impacting money. Then you'll get my attention. But as long as people out there still got their hand out and getting paid, then let these kids play. Because this they one and only opportunity. And if they didn't cheat, they should have the right to keep playing. Gemini, what you think? They should stop doing that, disqualifying teams from competitions?
Yes. I say it's the actions of that one person. If it's the coach, let it be the coach. If it's, now I will say, if we getting up to 3 members of the team plus, all y'all need to sit down.
Well, I mean, I don't care if you got to disqualify half the team. If you ain't got but 5 players left that can get on the basketball court, or 11 that can get on the football field, get that 11 the right to play. Now, they might get ran through. They might get skull drugged, but at the end of the day, at least you gave them the opportunity to get some stuff on film and to experience it. Don't just throw the whole season away and cancel everything. That's my whole issue.
Correct.
Ineligible players and ineligible recruiting. That happened at Duncanville here in Dallas, Texas. All right, real quick, we'll go around the Saints versus the Rams. I chose that as this week's game of the week. All right, we got all 4 of us here, so let's do it. Gemini, who wins that game? Saints versus Rams. Both teams are pretty much poo-poo.
I'm going to go with the Saints.
Ooh, we got 2 for the Saints because y'all already know who I'm rooting for. All right, Ms.Manhattan, who you got? Louisiana. Put your L's up. All right, Coach Ed Reede. You standing alone? No man is an island, K.
Let me ask you this. Is Andy Dalton the quarterback?
Yes, Andy Dalton will be starting, and Matthew Stafford will be starting without Cooper Kupp, though.
Listen, B. Jones.
What week are we in?
I want to get 11. This week 11.
Hey, I want to go with the Saints, but the fact that Andy Dalton is your quarterback, I'm going.
I know, man. It make me not want to root for the Saints with Andy Dalton at the quarterback. It's embarrassing.
I don't want to root for the Saints when Jameis Winston was the quarterback.
I rooted for Saints with Jameis as the quarterback.
Yeah, he did.
I was all in on Jameis.
I will say that.
I didn't.
When it was Jameis.
If I ain't rooting for Jameis, I damn sure ain't rooting for Andy Dalton.
But I'm going to tell y'all this. If the Saints don't do something, I'm going to be full-time Pelicans in a minute. I ain't got no other choice. I can't keep watching Andy Dalton go out there. I can't keep doing it. Dennis Allen, you got to go. It's a wrap. Cut that man life short. Put him on life support. I'm writing the obituary right now. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate you. Can the ladies get a round of applause for participating in the
round of applause?
Give the ladies a round of applause for participating in the Pick Six. Right. Look at y'all. Just on all y'all gloriousness. Good job. Good job. All right. So let's close this thing out with a yeet of the week. And I try not to make this an award about statistics. All right. I don't want this. I'm not even going to bring up this person's statistics. But what I am going to bring up is the fact that this dude became an extraterrestrial on Sunday afternoon. We all saw it straight out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, straight out of New Orleans. Justin Jefferson became that dude this past Sunday. I got to get a yeet what a yeet is due. And it's not about the 197 yards receiving that he caught. It's not about the touchdown. He only got 1 touchdown in that whole thing. It's about the fact that his team was down against the ropes, not once, but countless times. And Justin Jefferson made catches that were all world. I'm talking about he topped Odell Beckham's inspirational catch that he did on the Cowboys. This guy made a catch that you could only say that God was right there in his hands. Jesus was in his fingertips. I mean, it was a crazy catch. Then he came back and he made another catch that was clutch, that was instrumental in allowing his team to win. So I just got to show some love to Justin Jefferson because that dude put himself on a whole different level. And if you didn't watch that game, go watch the replay because it was just absolutely crazy. And that kid deserves 100% the yeet of the week. So Justin Jefferson, for being extraordinary, for being elite, and for being tenacious, you, sir, deserve a yeet.
All right, y'all. So that concludes our show for this evening. We're gonna finish this up. We about to get fine because we late on time. Real quick, shout outs. Who shouting out what?
I'm shouting out Israel Adesanya. I go first. And I know you mentioned it earlier, Pam. Izzy is my favorite fighter. Y'all have heard me over the last 2 years. Every time he fights, I'm announcing it on the show. He took an L this past weekend in a fight that he was winning against a guy that looked like he was 30 to 40 pounds heavier than him. I don't know how in the world, but Izzy is the greatest fighter in the world. If every time, only way you're going to beat Izzy is if you literally 30 pounds, because there's nobody at 185 that can whoop Israel Adesanya. So shout out to my guy. And I'm still rooting for him. I'm rooting for Kamaru Usman. I personally think the UFC's rigged. That's all I want to say.
All right, KT.
You know what, Gemini? I don't have a shout out, but I want to give you a little time to do your local business because I was laughing during that thing, and I want you to actually plug that so we can send it out.
The Puttery, the Colony. Check it out. It's fun. It's fun for dates. It's fun for families.
They got food.
They have food, but you can't take food in the room. So my suggestion, because what we did is we just went somewhere else. There's so many restaurants around there to go eat.
Or you could do like we do at the movie theaters, take your purse.
Take your own food. I cannot.
With the dollar store milk duds. With them dollar store milk duds, go in the purse on them.
I cannot. All right, KD.
All right, so I have my Hibbett Sports, Hibbett City Gear t-shirt on. So if y'all got a Hibbett near y'all go check it out. They got the latest sneakers and clothes and socks, and even they even have cleats. So like different sports. So it's kind of like a little mini sports store that kind of has everything. So maybe you'll see us do a event there. So go ahead and peep the locations near you. And we may be, partnering.
Holla at them about them lost and founds this weekend. I need to play. I will plug the sneaker of the week every week if they get me the lost and founds.
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to shout out my date. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, shout out dates.
Shout out to that date.
All right, y'all. So
we'll see you next week, maybe. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, good luck, brother. I'm gonna give you a hint. Go watch as many episodes as you possibly can. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Look, make sure
I'm gonna tell you. We got the roadmap. The blueprint been set.
The best episode to watch is 151 because that's where y'all broke down about dating me. So.
All right, Pam. 30 minutes over or under.
Oh, hey.
You know what? On that note, y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night.
Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Good night.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and their attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.